Hey everyone, and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be doing a review of LEGO Technic Set 42157, the Volvo FMX truck and EC230 electric excavator. There's 2,274 pieces in this set. Here's a quick look at the back of the box. It has a big picture showing the truck with the trailer attached, the battery, and the excavator. It also has a smaller image showing the truck and its fake functional engine, and it has two images up at the top showing how the excavator arm can move. Now let's see what's inside the box. Here's everything that comes inside of the box. It has one unnumbered bag that contains 4 large frame pieces and 6 of these new tire pieces. It has one paper bag that contains all of the pneumatic hoses. It has a cardboard envelope that contains the instruction manual and the sticker sheet, and 17 numbered but still plastic bags. Let's get into the building of the set. This is what the build looks like at the end of bag 1. This is the start of the truck with the tow hitch assembly. It also has the rear differential connected to a CV shaft and some stickered pieces in the back with some tail lights. Here's what the build looks like at the end of bag 2. It has this gear, which is attached to the steering mechanism, and the differential is attached to the fascinating new engine pieces. Here's what the build looks like at the end of bag 3. It's had a lot of work done on the front with the headlights and grille added, and the hinge to allow the cab to fold forward has been added. This is what the build looks like at the end of bag 4. It now has the wheels and tires installed, as well as a fuel tank and some other pieces around this area. This is what the build looks like at the end of bag 5. It now has about half of the cab done, with the opening doors and a gear connected to the steering system. Here's what the build looks like at the end of bag 6. It's had a lot of work done on the cab with the steering knob added on the top, and now the truck part of this build is complete. This is what the build looks like at the end of bag 7. It's the start of the trailer chassis with the 3 axles attached and this worm gear mechanism to move these 2 angled lift arms at the back. This is what the build looks like at the end of bag 8. The trailer chassis is now all built, with this worm gear being connected up to this axle connector and the support feet being installed at the front of the trailer. Here's what the build looks like at the end of bag 9. There's been a lot of Technic panels added onto the deck of the trailer. Here's the build at the end of bag 10. The trailer's now complete, and it can be hitched up to the truck. Here's the build at the end of bag 11. The battery to recharge the excavator is now complete, with an opening door to see the cells, and a cable to charge the excavator, and some chains to lift up the battery. Here's what the build looks like at the end of bag 12. It's got the chassis for the excavator built with all the rollers for the treads. Here's the build at the end of bag 13. The only thing that was added was the treads onto the chassis, nothing else. Here's the build at the end of bag 14. It has the base of the superstructure built, with the chair, the first pneumatic cylinder, 2 valves, and the pneumatic pump. This is what the build looks like at the end of bag 15. The excavator now has its arm fully built up with the second pneumatic cylinder attached, and it has the scoops on it. Here's the build after bag 16. It's had the body of the excavator built all the way around the back with the valves secured in place. This is what the build looks like at the end of bag 17. The excavator has had the cab fully finished, and the whole build is now complete. Let's take a closer look at the functions. First, let's take a look at the functions of the truck. The truck has a knob on top that allows you to turn the front wheels. It works pretty smoothly, and it has a pretty good turning radius. The truck also has opening doors. It has these on both sides of the cab, and it allows you to see the interior, which has 2 seats and a non-functional steering wheel inside. The truck also has a pin behind the cab that you can pull, and if you remove this pin, it allows you to fold the whole cab forward, which is stopped by this linkage, and that allows you to see the fake functional engine, which moves when you drive the car. It uses these new engine pieces just introduced. They work really well, and it's nice and smooth. Now let's take a look at the functions of the trailer. First of all, to hitch the trailer up to the truck, you make sure the truck's hitch is in the unlocked position. You can have it locked or unlocked to hold the trailer in place or let it go. Since the trailer support feet are down, the front weight is resting on those. Then you can back the truck up under the trailer, and then you just simply lock the tow hitch in place. And then you can put the support feet of the trailer up, and once you put those up, it's hitched up and it can go. Then you can put the support feet back down and unlock the tow hitch, and then this allows you to take the trailer away from the truck. The trailer also has another knob. This put the ramps on the back down, which lets you load the excavator. It has a pretty simple mechanism under there, but it works really well, with a 90-degree gear assembly going to a worm gear assembly, and then that moves these black beams and it tilts the ramp. So now I've put the excavator and the battery to charge the excavator on the trailer. To unload it, we just put the ramps down, and you fold these little warning flags down, and then that allows the excavator to roll forward off the trailer. It also has some beams in place, and this stops the excavator from moving around. And then you can take it off the trailer. And now we can take a closer look at the functions. The excavator has treads. They roll, but there's no rubber tires, so they don't work very well on my desk. It also has an opening door on this side with a nice but relatively simple interior. You can also rotate the top part of the excavator. It can go a full 360, and there's no limits because there's nothing going through the turntable. The arm is also controlled by pneumatics. You use the switches to control it. If I flip this one back and start pumping, it starts raising the arm up. And it works very well. And then I can also move the arm forward and backward at the top by extending and retracting this cylinder. And then that can let me pick up the battery. If you want to take the battery off the trailer, there's a way to do this with the excavator. You can carefully lower the arm down, and you make sure that these little clips are above the battery. Then it has two chains, and those can go onto these little pieces. Just like so, the excavator is connected. And then I can start lifting the arm up. And as I pump, it's lifting the battery up. It just has to build up enough pressure to get the battery up. So it's almost there. And now it can unload the battery from the trailer, and we can take a closer look at it. So here's the battery. It has a door on the side that you can open, and this allows you to see the fake battery cells inside. It's just a sticker, but it's still pretty cool because it gives you the idea that this is a big battery. There's nothing around the back or this side, but on this side, you have a cable. You can detach it and unwind it, and then this can attach to the excavator's charging port. It just goes on the little blue piece, and this would allow you to recharge the excavator while you're on the job site. Overall, I think that this is a great set. It works really well. It has a lot of fun functions that are good to play with, and I like that because functions are always what I look for in a Technic set over aesthetics. It's fun to be able to load and unload the excavator and battery, and I like the way that the trailer hitch works, so that you can put the supports down and de-hitch the trailer. One thing I would like is that there's only 2 pneumatic cylinders on the excavator, but if you look at the real excavator, it has 4 hydraulics, 2 here, 1 here, and 1 here. But there were some limitations with the size and price of the excavator and the set, and I think they did the best that they can with what they had. And overall, I think this is a great set, and I would recommend it. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, then leave a like down below, and also subscribe to the channel if you don't want to miss more of my content in the future. If you want to see some more bonus stuff like behind the scenes building, check out my Instagram. I usually post builds there and pictures before I make a full video of them on YouTube. I also want to say a quick thanks for how well this channel has been doing recently. And if you want to watch another one of my videos right now, you can click the one on screen where I demonstrate a LEGO Technic RC drift car powered by Boo Wiz.